Yeah. Hair flip. Yeah, I'm a badass bitch. I don't like it. Hair flip. Yeah. Oh my god. So you guys should be happy. Oh my goodness. Hair flip. But anyways, hair flip. Hair flipping on these hoes. Hi. Hi. Hair flip. Hi, everyone. Did you guys miss me? 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 I missed you guys too. How are you guys? As y'all see, my mustache is getting thicker. Pretty proud of it. Hair flip. So, hello everyone. Happy holiday. Happy holidays. I hope everybody's having a good day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I love y'all. So we're just gonna do some hot topics. After this, we're gonna run over to Station Head and do the Manila envelope video. So if you're over there yesterday, you know what I'm talking about already. If you don't, come on over and join us. So after we get off of here, we're gonna run over to Station Head. So hello everybody. Oh my goodness, happy birthday, Shoni girl. Happy belated birthday. Oh my god, I love you. Yes, you can steal this outfit, girl. I done had a Shannon. I done had this outfit for like 2 years. Like I don't know. But I love like flannel shirts and stuff in the winter just because it really gets really cold here. So flannel shirts is where it's at. So I have thousands of them. Shout out to Charlize, shout out to Shrinking Sharon, Clea, is it Clay? Clea? I hope I'm saying it right. Oh my god. Too persuasive. Hello, girl. Amika. I saw my boo Mel Cruz, Redbone, Charmaine, Atia, Ocean, Consini T. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Consini T on Station Head and on IG. Y'all go check out Consini T. I love Consini T. Shout out to T Unique, Sonia, Barry. I saw my boo Tip West. The messages just be flying. Shout out to Alicia for becoming a member. Her. Shout out to Lulu. Shout out to all of y'all. I love y'all. Let me go down to the bottom because I was at the top. Baby Shay. I see you, baby Shay. Oh my god. Hey, baby Shay. I love you, girl. I see y'all. I love you guys. Sha. I love y'all. Oh my god, I love y'all. Shout out to First Class. Blackness. Per. Alexis, my baby. Merry Christmas, BG. Merry Christmas. Charlize. All of y'all, I love y'all. Imani Mommy. Hi, boo. Shy Girl. First Lady. Hi. Little Mama. Kimmy. Hello, everyone. I love y'all. So, hair flip. So, we're gonna get into some topics and yeah, we're gonna head on Station Hit. So like I said, happy holidays. Hope you guys are having a good day. I miss you all. I love you all. So let's get into these topics. Oh my goodness, hold on, let me see. Okay. Let's get into these topics, shall we? So let's get into what me and Mariah go back like niggas with pacifiers. Let's see what she had to say about Beyonce and Verzuz. Hurry up.
And I admire her.
L.A. Reid, big-time record executive, L.A. Reid suggested that he would love to see you and Beyonce in a Verzuz battle. Should that opportunity present itself, would you be open to it? And who would win that between music royalty?
Stop. That's the worst. I'm sorry. I love you, Rebecca, but no, we can't ask that question. First of all, I love Beyonce and I admire her so much as a performer for what she's done for the world and everything else. So I ain't answering that question because how am I supposed to I'll be disrespecting myself. And I'm not going to do that because it's Christmas time.
L.A. L.A. Reid, big time record executive L.A. Reid, suggested that he would love to.
Did y'all hear that? I don't know why, but all of a sudden my internet is actually all kittywampus. So, did you guys hear that? Because I can play it again. Did y'all hear Mariah? Talking about some, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Did y'all hear her? Mariah. So, girl, okay, look, now Mariah, look, I love you, girl. I do. You have a wonderful voice, amazing talent. You absolutely are. But this wasn't the time to be modest. This wasn't the time to try to be shady, and stuff like that. Okay. Because Beyonce is a legend, just like your legend. Now, I get that they're from different time periods, Mariah was singing before Beyonce was burned. Beyonce was just making it to elementary school when Mariah said, treating me kind, sweet destiny. Like, we get it. Girl, we get it. That she wasn't in the industry yet. When you was talking, carry me through, carry me through. To the one that was waiting for me. A good, yeah. Like, we get it, girl. Girl, we get it that she wasn't thought of. And you was already talking about some love takes time. Like, we get it. Y'all from two different genres. Well, not two different genres. More, well, kind of. And Beyonce, came out late to her. I get it. So with linking the music and the time period, it's different time periods, but still at the same time, they merge, because they were both artists at the same time, so, it's like, I get it, but still at the same time, Mariah, you should have been like, this would be an honor. It absolutely would. This would be amazing if I could do a versus with Beyonce, because Beyonce is wonderful. So it's just, that would have been, I'm not saying that they should do a battle. I mean, I love to hear what you guys think about, Beyonce and Mariah Carey doing a versus battle against each other. We're going to get into your topics. Your comments. But I think this would have been a good look. I think, Mariah, iconic, Beyonce, iconic, and putting two women in the same room and on the same stage, that whose music will complement one another, and their music going head to head would make sense, so, but here's the thing. Tip talking about some Mariah paved the way. For who? Ariana Grande? For who? Because Gladys and and Whitney paved the way for like the Beyoncés and the Jasmine Sullivans and the Brandis and the Monicas and all of them. All of them just, I'm not doing Mariah. Hold up. I'm not doing Mariah. Mariah needs to realize that doing verses is more so for the artists that are, from more so back in the day, and the ones that are kind of trying to revive their career or in the process of doing so. Beyonce don't need no revival. Just breathe. Mariah could use a little piece, a little touch of, we need a revival to rock this world today. She could use a little revival. Now, Beyonce, if she drop world stop, carry on. Beyonce get to say that. Beyonce said world stop, and I went like this. And then she was like, carry on. I was like, okay. Because I didn't move in that song until she said carry on. Because I had to listen to the queen. So Mariah, Beyonce could drop an album right now and the world would pause. They'd be like, oh my God, Beyonce dropped. Mariah, you drop an album let's just keep it real. It's not the same energy. It's not the same energy. So we got to keep it real. We got to think about it from that as well, because like I said, Verzuz is more so people reviving their career. You know, it's more so for people that, you know, were popping, you know, big artists, you know, back in their time zone. And then, you know, now they're coming back, you know, or doing a new album or going on tour or, you know, something like that. Mm-hmm. So, oh, Lord, I'm about to argue. Oh, Lord, I'm about to argue. We're not about to do this. We're not going to put too much on Beyonce. Giselle knows Carter. We're not going to put too much on her. Okay, Beyonce is she's the greatest. We're not messing with Mariah, Mariah is incredible. Mariah is iconic, but let's keep it real. Like we have to keep it real. You know, when it comes to what Verzuz means. Verzuz ain't just no concert of them going to get a bunch of old people. That's not what it's for. You know, it's more so for reviving, you know, certain people's careers, certain people that want a certain spotlight, you know, like Bone Thugs-n-Harmony, they're on tour, you know, and stuff like that. They would just have Verzuz with 3 6, you know, and stuff like that. It's not like Bones that just dropped an album and everybody like, oh my God, Bones album. Like, you know, their hardcore loyal fans are going to be all over that, you know, when it comes to going to get their album. But if you're trying to get the newer age, the new audience, the millennials, if you're trying to get them, Mariah, a little bit, Osanamo, a little bit, Barry, a little bit, because look, I didn't come here to argue with you, Barry, but I will. Beyonce is timeless. Beyonce was relevant back then. I'm not saying Mariah Carey is not relevant. She's very much so relevant. But the thing about it is if Beyonce was having a concert and Mariah was having a concert, we're going to see Beyonce. Okay? Now, we love Mariah, but her being walked across that stage, girl, by her dancers and stuff like that, girl, she don't do nothing. People be picking her up and satting her down in front of the mic, and then she... All I want for Christmas is you. Baby, wow. So, like, girl, then they come pick her back up, and then they go sat her on the other side of the stage. Girl. Alexis leave. Alexis leave. Alexis leave. I'm sick of you. Alexis, leave. Girl, yes, Shaw, I'm on my nose, Shaw, girl. Girl, Shaw, I'm on my nose. And then look, Shaw got Adele as her thing, and what is that? What braids? I know that bitch ain't had no braids. Wait a minute, Adele. Adele, did we talk about this with the Bantu knots? Them braids better be fake. Look, we tired of all this misappropriation. You done already apologized for that shit. You don't get another chance. Shaw, them braids better be fake, girl. Hi, Laurent. Laurent said, I couldn't believe that McDonald's promo. That bag must have been huge. You see, she had to take a bite of that food, Laurent. Her or Sweetie. Laurent, did you see Mariah eat them fries? Laurent, did you see her take a little piece of that double cheeseburger with no pickles? They keep wanting to promote this shit, but they ain't eating none of it. I said, no, I'm going to need y'all to eat it. Take a bite. I'm like, yeah, why y'all ain't eating it? Why y'all ain't eating it? She all up in the commercial, whimsical. All of that ain't took a bite or nothing. Girl, eat something. Eat a fry with some ranch, girl. She could at least been sitting on the couch with a little thing of ranch and Christmas. Could have put the ranch in her hand and so she could still put her finger in her ear. Christmas. Yeah. She ain't do none of that. She ain't eat a fry, a chicken nugget, none of that. Neither did Sweetie. Megan Thee Stallion, Megan the Pegasus sitting over there with that nasty ass sauce. And she ain't took a bite of shit. I said, Pegasus, you look like you eat this food, girl. And you ain't, I'm tired of these hoes sitting here promoting this food and they not eating it. I'm like, oh, so y'all want us to die from heart disease and all of that shit, get diabetes and all of this shit, but y'all not. Y'all done sat there, had a kale and water salad before y'all or did this commercial. But y'all want us to go purging our bodies with this shit, with them styrofoam fries and them cardboard burgers. I was like, oh, ain't this bitch? I said, yeah, so I'm not eating the shit today, dude. Nah. Sweetie, y'all, Pegasus, Mariah, girl, y'all need to eat it. Shout out to my Lovey Gonzalez. Thank you, sweetie, for the super chat. Thank you, girl. Girl, nobody got time for that. Y'all seen Mariah, that dry ass commercial. She talking about she got her own menu. I'm like, okay, Mariah, girl. Okay. Michael said Beyonce attends rituals for the elite. What about it? What about it? Hurry up. What about it? I'm down with the elite. I want to join the Illuminati. I got 6-7 sacrifices ready. Y'all need to stop trying to make it seem like the elite is also bad. It's not all that bad. Y'all just jealous. Y'all just jealous because y'all not in the elite. Y'all is jealous. Stop hating on the Illuminati. Oh my God. Okay. She working for the Baphomet soul. Y'all always trying to put that on my girl. Okay, she down with the elite. What about it? Shit, you be too. Shit, they offered you what they offer her. Lysandra said, oh no, not them Lysandra, girl. Why? Girl, I'll be down with the Illuminati. Girl, ain't nothing wrong with the Illuminati. I'll be putting too much on the Illuminati. Get with it or get lost. So yeah, shout out to the Illuminati. Y'all fucking tried it. Shit, I've been trying to join. So hair flip. So yep, that's how the Sasha Fitz takes. So yeah, and when the SeanDavieWay take over too, that's my alter ego. The Davey way. So what about our alter egos? Y'all gotta explain. Y'all just be dry hating on the Illuminati. What the Illuminati did to y'all? The Illuminati ain't took none of y'all friends, none of y'all family members. They didn't get, girl. Y'all be putting too much on it. Y'all be putting too much on the Illuminati. So shout out to Illuminati because they ain't did none of y'all. Laughs, gas, and gossip. Thank you, girl. She said, Sean, quit playing. Somebody gonna lie and say you the son of Satan, girl. What about it? Girl, I don't mind because they're gonna put it on you no matter what. I could be famous right now. Y'all gonna be like, oh, Sean got a show. He on that TV show. Y'all know what that means, right? Y'all know he down. He worships Satan and all of that. He over there praying to him right now. So I mean, it is what it is. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. So it's just, hey, it is what it is. Thank you, Live Gags. Michael said the Illuminati is satanic. Is satanic at the core. I'm not trying to be at the core. I'm not trying to sit at the table with Kanye and Bill Gates and Harvey Weinstein. And I don't want to sit there. I want to sit with Beyonce and the man. Where's Beyonce? Point me to her worshiping section. Which statue is she in front of? Because that's what the statue I want to be in front of too. So look, y'all putting too much on it. Y'all put too much on it. That's it. That's it. I don't know. Fuck Lucifer. I don't want to do with him. I'm trying to be with Beyonce. That's my girl. So here, Flip. That's my girl. So shout out to Mariah and Beyonce. I think a versus between them. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, no versus is actually perfect, but they are fun. So let's get into the next topic. So Doja Elf, this racist hoe. They said on the Neighborhood Talk, shout out to Neighborhood Talk, says y'all agree. Doja Cat says anyone who doesn't believe she's a rapper is in denial, or is she? But her own manager says she's more like Lady Gaga than a Nicki Minaj. Now, besides the fact of Doja being racist, we don't need to get into none of that. We don't talk about that so much. Here's the thing. She is more so of a Gaga. Okay, when Gaga first came out, Gaga was like in between. Okay, it was like Gaga. You don't know if she was more like rock or if Gaga was like pop. She was like stuck in between. Okay. But Gaga has a beautiful voice. So sometimes you can even, depending on what type of song she's singing, you can even put her kind of like low-key R&B, low key, like very low key. So her flip. So with Doja Elf, I would definitely say the same thing. I would definitely say that she's in that type of lane too when it comes to pop and rap. When a rapper is a rapper like Nicki Minaj, you don't put Nicki into any other category. Can Nicki sing? Yes. She can carry a tune, and stuff like that. But Nicki don't look at herself as like no actual singer. Like Nicki's not like, I'm a singer before anything. No, Nicki's a rapper before anything, So Nicki saying herself is a rapper, nobody's going to question that. But when it comes to somebody like Doja Elf, it could definitely be questioned because the majority of her bigger songs are more so of like popish. They're not really like rap, and it doesn't have to be hardcore rap, but still at the same time, it's not like rap. It's just not, and it doesn't have to be what people are used to hearing because every sound is different. Case in point, Missy Musty Elliott, Musty Misty. That's my girl, Musty Misty. Misty can sing and Misty can rap. Misty can do both. She can do both of them. And I think that her talent is equal in both. I think Missy's a great rapper, and I think Missy's a great singer. I think that I love her, right? So, Missy I would understand somebody saying something like that about her, I'm being like, oh, well, like Missy's definitely, in between, the two. She's great at both. She can call herself a literal rapper or she can call herself a literal singer. Yes, Lauryn Hill as well. Lauryn can sing, Lauryn can rap. So it's like, and the talent is genuine. Lauryn Hill is a genuine singer. She is a genuine rapper. So if Lauryn Hill wants to drop an album full of rap, she could drop an album full of rap. If she want to drop an album and just sing, she can drop an album and just sing. She could do that. She could do that. Missy could do the same thing. Missy could drop an album and just rap, or Missy could drop an album and just sing. Doja Elf, you're not that. You're not that. Okay? You're not that. And it has nothing to do with you laying across that bed saying nigger. You're just not that. You're not genuinely a genuinely good singer. You're not. You dabble. And then when it comes to rapping, you only reach out to certain demographics, which is more so of white people. Your demographic, your audience, and I always base it off of people's concerts. If you look in the person's concert, you look in the crowd, the majority of what you see is the majority of their fan base. The majority of the people that truly, genuinely support them will leave their house, go buy a ticket, and show up to where they are. Not just do something convenient and just go to their phone and download a song. Super easy, super simple. That doesn't make you a real fan. It does not. Going and actually supporting that person, going to their concerts, buying their merch, that makes you a real fan, and actually caring about the artists that you support. Doja Elf, your audience is predominantly white. Okay? Rap will always be black. Y'all don't try to take a lot of shit from us, Doja Elf, but y'all not taking rap from us. Y'all just not doing it. We will always be the judge and jury when it comes to rap. The black community, the owners. Okay? We created that shit. It belongs to us. I don't care how many white boys with tattoos on their face with goatees come forward and talk about some, we're gonna pay the Karasako, the mama little Marco. I don't care how many of them motherfuckers do that shit. I don't give a damn how many Slim Shadys come out of a trailer park. I don't give a good goddamn. It will always belong to black people. So we gotta hold on to something. So y'all always taking shit and morphing it into what the fuck y'all want it to be. Y'all not gonna morph this. You either are or you aren't. So Doja Elf, you are not a rapper. Do you rap? Yes. You do it. You absolutely do. But you're not getting in no cipher. You're not getting on no motherfucking track going no toe-to-toe with no Jay-Z, no Kanye. You're not doing that and holding your own. That's what you call yourself a motherfucking rapper. You ain't did none of that shit. You ain't did none of the above. That's why you don't want to collab anymore, because the majority of the people that you have collabed with, like Nicki Minaj and others, always leave your ass in the dust when it comes to rap. So that's why you have been collaborating with a lot of singers, the scissors and shit like that, because you can't hold your own with no rapper. The last track you held your own on as a collaboration is with the City Girls. Sorry, my hair was in my face. The last track you got on Doja Elf with another rapper and held your own was the City Girls. You tried it. So, yes, you knew better than to truly try to rap on Say So. I don't know, I do better. I don't know, I do better. I don't know, I do better. And then Nikki came through. Yeah. Nikki came through. I was like, yes, Nikki. Yes. Yes, Nikki. Yeah. Nikki came through and slaughtered. I was like, yes, oh, Nikki, motherfucker, Raj, girl. Nikki came through and made sense. Because I didn't even... Didn't have to know it. Your punches got me wrong. Why didn't you come and show me? Why don't it say so? That's not Missy, girl. Missy was hot boys. Nigga, you got what I want. Girl, she came through with vocals with Lil Mo. And Lil Mo can sing. That girl can sing. And Missy still sang on the track and rap with Lil Mo, Eve, Nas, and held her own. Girl, bye. Like, girl, you tried it. Nikki done got on tracks with the heavy hitters of the male rappers and held her own. Held her own. She didn't get drowned out. Kanye, Jay-Z, Eminem are the greats. And did not get drowned out. So stop calling yourself a rapper because you're anything but that, you basic bitch. Ooh, I don't like this hoe. Ooh, I can't stand this beige bitch. I don't like this elf. Girl, you're not a rapper. You're not. And you're not a singer. You're like in between. Girl, please. You are an artist for white people. Shout out to white people. I'm glad white people like you. I'm glad. Good for you. Good for you. Because the only reason you're in the conversation with the blacks is because you try to do black music and you can collaborate with black people. But if you went on your own lane where you're supposed to be like a Gaga, you wouldn't be in these conversations. When people like Adele and stuff like, you think about Beyonce and other people, because Adele is in soulful voice, she's in that category. So you place her there. Ain't nobody placing you in a motherfucking category with the Nickies and Cardies, and ain't nobody doing that. Girl, ain't nobody doing that. Tierra Whack, that's a rapper. Like, girl, you ain't no damn rapper. Like, who told you that? Stop letting these white people gas you up. Jump up to get beat down. Like, girl, that's all that's gonna happen, girl. You are more of like a Gaga, somebody that's in her own lane. You couldn't really place Gaga. You know, it's like, is she a rock star? Is Gaga a pop star? Like, is she grunge? Like, what is she? She's so many different things. The look, she could dance. It's just so much to her. So it's hard to place her. It's hard to be like, Gaga's definitely pop. Not necessarily. You know? So it's just a little different. You know, but with Doja Elf, girl, you're not a rapper. Girl, you tried it. Stop trying to force acceptance. It's very annoying. Like, stop trying to do that. Let us dictate that. Because that's what the people are going to do. The people decide who's what due to support. Gaga was supported on every round from everybody. Same thing with people like Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott. They was just supported all the way around. People in the R&B community support Missy Elliott. People in the hip-hop community support Missy Elliott. People that in the rap community, because rap and hip-hop to me are two different things. They're not the same. They're not the same. Rap and hip hop, different. When you watch Rap City on BET, it was completely different music from the music you would go watch on 106 and Park. 106 and Park had hip hop. That was hip hop. Rap City was rap. That's when you're gonna hear the Jeezys and people like that, to where that don't get much real true airplay. So it's a little different, But you're not about to just bulldoze your way in because you say, I don't know right now, new Betty. Like, girl, we don't give a good goddamn. Get on a track with an actual rapper. Hold your own. Do something like that. Instead, because you're getting dry ass nominations for shit, you feel like you're that bitch. Okay, girl. Don't get lost in the sauce. Don't get lost in the sauce, girl. You tried it. So, moving right along. What's next? They be trying it. They absolutely do. So let's get into this bullshit right here. Look at them. This is a mess. This is a mess. So, Natalie Nunn offers Red $10,000 to continue the conversation. She says, I know y'all hungry. Y'all sleeping on blow-up mattresses. Oh, Lord.
Get your ass up and get stomped on by my bitch.
Hold on, you never.
Baby, I got $10,000 for you. I got an extra 10. Meet me downstairs right now. Baby, I got 10 for you. Come on, baby. I know y'all hungry. Y'all sleep on the mattresses.
Nah, blow-up mattresses. I cannot. Girl, ain't no wrong with blow-up mattresses. Ask radio. Okay, hair flip. So this is completely unnecessary, Natalie. Now, I like Natalie Nunn. I do, but I really don't understand why she did the conversation with Big Red from the Bad Girls Club, somebody who bit her arm, who she had to go get surgery, allegedly, things like that for. Girl, all of this is pointless. All of this is pointless. The fighting, the cussing each other out. Girl, this is dumb. Like, who cares about Red? Nobody cares about her. Nobody cares about her. Natalie, you know who I want to see you sit down with? Portia. You know, the one who drug your ass off the motherfucking steps when you forgot you were running LA as you was getting your ass whooped. I want to see you sit down with Portia. I want to see you sit down with Portia. Yeah, go have a seat and talk, right? Or Camila, right? Or Shaw, or Camila, Bree, right? Camila. I would love to see that. Portia or Camila, have a conversation with one of them. Because they'll match this energy. Camila beat up 3 bitches at once. Camila ran up on like 3 of y'all. You know, at one time, I love Camila. So, and Portia too. Portia whipped that ass, girl. Portia went around that whole house to find you, girl. She sure did. She sure did. So Cash, they don't want to do a Megan. They don't want to do a Megan. Megan is my girl. And Megan is my favorite bad girl. Megan is my favorite. She's my favorite because she beat up. Well, I don't know, because I really love Stassi. I really like Stassi. That was my girl. I really love me some Stassi. But still at the same time, Megan was my favorite because she beat up a bitch while beating up another bitch. She beat both them hoes up at the same time. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. So she's my favorite. She is my favorite. So she's my favorite. Especially when she said, first of all, bitch. Like, I love Megan. Megan, that is my girl. That is my girl. I love Megan down. Like, that is my girl. She's my favorite bad girl. It would have to, because that's my boo. Like, when she was like, first of all, bitch. It was like how she said it. Like, I was get it. I love Megan. So they're not trying to see her. Megan beat up multiple bitches at once. They don't want those type of problems. So yes, Stassi. Yes, I love Stassi Tay Tay. I loved her. She's so beautiful. I love Stassi and Tiara. Tiara too. That was my girl too. But Cindy said, Natalie gives me fake vibes. She acts one way when when there are no cameras, but when the cameras come on, she's a different person. She don't even sound right going off trying to sound a certain way. Now, I would agree. I think a lot of people on these type of shows are that way. They are. When the cameras are off, they're calm, cool, and collected. And then when those cameras come on, then all of a sudden they rah, rah, rah. You know, so I do get that. People like Natalie, you know, especially from back in the day, Oxygen and those other producers, when they were there, they would push these women to have this type of energy. They would push it. They would try to act like that, because you know there'd be times we'll watch the Bad Girls Club and we'd be like, okay, well, when y'all fall out? Wait a minute, ain't y'all cool? Like, what did I miss the episode? I'm like, wait a minute, did I miss the episode? Because last I checked, y'all were fine. You know, my ultimate favorite bad girl is Tanisha. Like, if I had to literally choose one bad girl, it would be Tanisha. I love Tanisha down. Like, in my mind, Tanisha and I are friends. Like, that is my friend. Because I love Tanisha. Like, I loved her. Because she was the only one to me who took the Bad Girls Club the right way. You know, she was a bad girl. You know, she was the type of girl that went around, thought that she could say what she wanted to say, do whatever she wanted to do to people, you know, and whatnot. She'll fight a hole, you know, she ain't scary, you know, and stuff like that. But she didn't learn her lesson. You know, she got incarcerated, you know, while she was there, she got to really truly see how you think people are loyal to you and they're not, you know, because remember when Tanisha went to jail, Naveen and old girl, you know, they were sitting at the house acting like they were so worried and so bothered, but she did all this because of y'all. Like, she's literally in jail because of y'all, you know. So but yes, so Tanisha will actually be my favorite. But yes, Island says, I heard Natalie be still in the LGBT community show ideas. Girl, who was that? Oh, the barbecue. Oh, do she? Oh, LGBTQ barbecue. They said Natalie stole it from y'all. Female Rapidly says, I love how they would say you're going home today. Like, how you gonna tell me that? Right. Nah, I would have been telling people I'm going home today. I would have been saying that often. I don't. What the fuck he just say? Oh yeah, I'm going to the crib. Let me go start packing. Yeah, because I promise you, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Producers, yeah, get my tickets because I'm about to beat his ass. As soon as I'm going home today. I always thought it was lame when they like threw people's beds and shit in the pool and stuff. I'm like, that is so lame. Like, why? And then when they would gang up on people, I hate that gang up mentality. I don't like that. If one of y'all have a problem, solve it. You know, why is everybody ripping this girl and her stuff out of the room and all that? That's some bully shit. I'm like, y'all look real weak. You know, y'all think y'all look strong, but you don't. Like, it take all of y'all to do this. No. Now I didn't mind when one person did it. You know, like if one person will go in the room and be like, I'm moving this bitch shit, I'm throwing her shit in the pool. You know, okay. I mean, it is what it is. But if you got to go sit down in a confessional with 3 other girls, like, yeah, we should do this, and then we should do that, and then we should do this, and then we should do that. Yeah, you're a scary asshole. That just means you're scary. You don't want to do it on your own. So you need a group. And so I didn't like that. But Alexis, who ain't supposed to be here because what the fuck she said about Beyonce, says, Sean, please do a show on the best exes of BGC because some of them went out with a bang. I agree. Some of them did. Like Stassi beat that big old white girl ass. Stassi, I was like, yeah, Stassi. Now that's how you go home. That's how you go home. If you're gonna go home, this is how you go. She went in there and beat her motherfucking ass real quick. Like, I'm about to beat this bitch up and I'm going home. You know, so yeah, this was cool, this was cute, but yeah, she's getting fucked up. So my favorite fight, like, although, you know, we probably shouldn't have favorite fights, but my favorite fight was between Genevicia and Tanisha because I really wanted Genevicia to get beat up. Is that bad? I really wanted her to get beat up. I really did. I could not stand Genevicia. Funky mouth bitch. And I hated that big ass piercing on her lip. I'm like, ugh. Like, she's just such trash. Like, I really wanted her to get beat up. So I was really glad. You put some hot sauce in my juice. And I love when Tanisha would say, I ain't gonna hold you. I love when she says that. I love when Tanisha be like, I ain't gonna hold you, but you sank. I ain't gonna hold you, but you ain't coming with us, son. I ain't gonna hold you. I used to love when she said that. So A shout out to the BGC. I love Tanisha. Now, Natalie, I really don't understand why you keep meeting up with people we don't give two shits about. We don't care about Red. We don't care about how her big ass doing. We don't care about none of that with her ramen noodle eating ass, mattress laying eating ramen ass. Girl, we don't give no good goddamn about no goddamn Red, girl. So, yes, I love you, Mike. Girl, I love you. Too persuasive says yes, that piercing was huge, wasn't it? Girl, that piercing. She's like, yeah. I was like, ugh. I was like, oh, please beat her up. Oh, somebody beat her up. I wanted her to get beat up so bad I cannot stand Genevieve. So, Tanisha, yes, that was my girl. That was my girl. I love Tanisha. So, but yes, Natalie, if you're gonna do the conversation again, please do it with somebody we care about. We just don't care about Red. I'm just like, we just don't care about her. She's loud. She's a liar. She was a lesbian on Saturdays while she was in house. One minute she want to eat the bitch coochie, then the next minute she don't. It is just weird. So, yeah, I was over it. I was just like, yeah, this is really stupid. I really don't get it. But shout out to Zeus and the conversation. Shout out to Natalie. I do like Natalie. I've always liked Natalie. Like, my cousin used to be like, she used to hate that I liked Natalie Nunn. I was like, I like her. I don't know why, but I'm just like, I like Natalie. I think I don't know. I just always liked her. I don't know. I just like Natalie. So shout out to Natalie. That's my girl. Shout out to Natalie Nunn. Just please do it next time with somebody we care about. Moving right along, let's get into Kim Kardashian. So Kim Kardashian was on a date with Pete, and a fan tells her that Kanye's better.
I'm gonna hold you. Yo, Kim, Kanye's way better. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yo, Kim, Kanye's way better. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yo, Kim, Kanye's way better. I'm not even gonna hold you.
First of all, gross. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like, shut up. I don't like Kim Kardashian, but I just feel like that's really lame. It's just like, first of all, she was married to Kanye. Rude. Rude. I would have said something that's like, Kim, you still stank. You still stank, you Armenian bitch. Like, I would have said something like that. I wouldn't say anything about Kanye, confused ass. And y'all keep and Pete, she's getting exactly what she deserves. I mean, Ariana said no. I don't understand why, but whatever. So girls, if she wants to be what Pete's skinny, look like he owns something ass, that's on her. Like, that gross. I mean, but gone, girl. Because people be like, oh, well, Pete's packing. That's in the bedroom. What y'all gonna do outside the bedroom? Because we're not about to make Pete attractive. We're not gonna make him attractive. That's just not happening. It's not like she's dating Colin Farrell, or somebody like that, somebody that's actually attractive, an attractive white man. She's not dating that. I would rather her date somebody even like Jake Paul. I mean, Jake Paul to me is handsome. I mean, he looks better than fucking Pete. Go off this, but if she want to be with Pete, Newt, Geico looking ass, girl, that's on her. She could be with that slippery white man. That's on her. That's on her being with that ladder. She call a man. Girl, good for you. But gross. I just think that wasn't a good look. To say that. What did you get out of that? Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. Kanye is much better. Oh, well, Kanye don't want you, and neither do Kim. So, yeah, hair flip. Yeah, you tried it. But Kanye got a whole girlfriend. Why doesn't anybody say anything about Kanye white girlfriend? Kanye sitting at that house, weird, with a whole white woman. And it is what it is. If he wanted to date a white, he was just dating Kim. She's borderline. So it is what it is. But he got a girlfriend. She's white. And what's tea? Like, y'all ain't saying none of this shit to her. I ain't gonna hold you, Kanye, but Kim's much better. Y'all ain't doing that to her because y'all don't see her. Kanye got her ass all the way under wraps. So but I don't think that they like go together. I think that they're just hanging out because him sitting on stage trying to serenade Kim and all of that shit. If I was Kanye's girlfriend, why not? He's sitting on stage talking about some come back to me, Kimberly. You know, all of that. As soon as he came and sat down, I would hit him on top of his motherfucking head. As soon as he came and sat down. As soon as he got done performing, he came and sat down next to me. I was like, what? Now what? Now what the fuck you was out there saying? Talk about some Kimberly. Oh, really? Really, Kanye? So that's how I would have been. I would have hit him right on top of his motherfucking head so he could process the thought as soon as he got off that goddamn stage, because you got me fucked up. You ain't about to embarrass me with this fucking Kardashian. You tried it. So yeah, he would have got cussed all the way out, and I would have popped him on top of his motherfucking head. So yeah, right on top. Right here so he could process thought. Lita says, hey, Sean Boo, Natalie missed all those hits on Red. Who ought about to do this job? Her stance was, oh, she's a non-counter puncher, shaking my head. I don't think Natalie really wanted to fight Red. I just think that she wanted to keep the show going. And here's the thing. Red wouldn't sit down. Most people, if you're in a room with somebody that you may have a physical altercation with, you're not going to sit down if they're not sitting down. I'm not about to go sit down in the room with this dude that wants to fight me and he won't sit down. He keeps standing up. He keeps approaching me. I'm not sitting down. I'm not sitting down. You're not going to get an advantage over me. You're not going to get the best of me. We're going to fight each other. We're running up on each other. So I understand Natalie by not sitting down because Red just wouldn't sit down. Like she kept standing up, acting like she did. Like, oh, okay, girl. All right, well, I'm gonna stand up too. Because you bring your big ass across this line, I'm gonna fuck your big ass up. Okay, girl. I'm gonna give you the workout you won't go to the gym and get. That's what's gonna happen. You bring your big ass over here, standing over there, panting, talking shit. Girl. So shout out to Lita. Thank you, sweetie, for the super sticker. But yeah, she would not sit down. She wouldn't. If you go watch, from what I've seen, Red would not sit down. So it's just like, yeah, you need to sit down. We can't have a conversation with you standing up wolfing. You stand up, I stand up. You sit down, I sit down. You run up, I run up. You throw something, I throw something. You throw a chair, I'm throwing a person. Like, I mean, it's just going down. So, yes. So, but yeah, shout out to Kim Kardashian for being a stupid bitch. Go on, girl. Go on, girl. Go on, Chris' daughter. So let's get into this. So Kevin Samuels said that Black women's biggest enemy is Hispanic women. Let's get into it. Start it over. Sorry, here we go.
Because a lot of sisters don't, a lot of women, Black women need to understand something, that your biggest enemy is not a white woman. Your biggest problem is not N-O-T, not a white woman. Your biggest enemy is Marisol. Your biggest enemy is the Hispanic woman. She understands how to season food. She understands sensuality, femininity, and she was raised in a patriarchal environment. The difference between femininity and fake femininity is amazing. The Latina problem. Black women, you have a problem. Her name is Maria. Marisol. Love for brothers. And if you notice, they are
your gas forgot Belcalis, bitch.
Oh, go to the old Black side of town and you will see Hispanics. And the difference used to be the Hispanic men, the men of each group used to kind of keep each other out of the way. Now, interracial dating, intercultural dating, whatever, is not as taboo as it used to be. And when you're talking about what you bring to the table, these women are bringing tables. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. A lot of women get upset when you ask, what do you bring to the table? And these women are bringing tables. Adios, Poppy. How are you? Yeah, your lead speak that shit. Yeah, they bringing tables. I don't like hot food, but trust me, I will get over it. I'm going to learn how to eat. I'm going to start. You hear me playing bossa nova music? I already do salsa and the tango and the merengue and the samba. I'm fuck around starting. You know what, man? Y'all get mad when brothers date out. Hey, well, split the difference. Get Maria. Get Maria. It's not really like dating out. It's not really like dating out if it's Maria, is it?
Hey.
This is why I don't talk about this salt and pepper beard having asshole. This is why I don't talk about Kevin Samuels, because he's a bitch. Kevin, girl, Kevin, girl. How are you telling black women who is their worst enemy? Like you a black woman. You're not. Are you competing with Hispanic women or black women? Let's start at the fact where you said that white women, people that are born with privilege, aren't the enemy, which I'm not saying any race is the enemy of a race, because I'm not prejudiced. I just don't feel that way. I just feel like let people be people. We do better together than we do apart, but whatever, because we've been apart for how many goddamn decades, and where's the progress? Where's the progress? So here's my issue, Kevin. How are you gonna make two minorities, because black women are minorities and so are Latino women? Let's pin these minorities against each other. Let's do that, because clearly, Latinos have privilege over black women. Clearly, Latinos get more privilege than white women. What? That doesn't even make sense. And then when you're speaking on culture, if you're going to speak on culture, speak on it. Speak on what the culture is. You're not in the Latino community, so you can't speak for them. And you're not in the black woman's community. It's the difference between being a black man and a black woman. They're two different things. They're two different walks of life. Okay? So you should be speaking from a perspective of a black man, not a black bitch, because that's what you're giving. Kevin Samuels, last I checked, allegedly, you had a penis. Okay? So you're not a black woman. You may hear their struggle, see their struggle, but you ain't going through it. So we can't speak for them. We can't do that. So why do you think that saying like, hey, y'all worried about white women when you shouldn't be? You should be worried about the Marias and Marisols. Who the fuck are you to say that? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't. And you're not a part of either community. You sit around and degrade black women all day. You sit around and point out the negatives of them versus the positives. That's what you do. You uplift the women you feel like appealing wise to you, the ones that appeal to you. Those are the ones that you will uplift. You don't just uplift women in general. So therefore, you shouldn't be speaking on them, especially as a general. You've been more disrespectful to black women with your platform than any Latino I've seen. So is this your way of taking the pressure off of you? Because so many people disagree with what you say and how you treat black women. So instead of y'all looking at me, no, don't look at me. Look at Latino women, the IPOPs and all of that. They're the ones who's coming through really trying to take the, everything that is entitled to y'all. You sure? This doesn't have anything to do with you. It's real bitch made, to try to enter like a turf war between women, especially as a man. Worry about how Latino men is treating black men. Worry about the black man's enemy, ho. Worry about that, because you're not giving any sound advice. You're being very basic and very old. Very basic and very old is what you're giving. I said, I know Papa Smurf ain't sitting here talking about, girl, go find you something to do. Like, this is like a gay man's conversation. Aren't you hetero? I'm sick of you, Stormisha Alizé Mocha motherfucking Shays, coming through using these black women to get ahead. And then when you do, forget them immediately by doing content like you're doing right now to move the wave from black and white on to black and Latino. Black people don't want to tune in and hear no shit like that. Latino people don't want to tune in and hear no shit like that. But you know who's being appeased by all of this? White people. Because they're not in it. Kevin, let's not make it seem like the majority of your audience isn't a bunch of white racist men. White racist men love you. White racist women, white women love you. You're saying all of the things out loud that they can't. You're saying all the things out loud that they get canceled for. They love to hear you talk shit to black women. Oh, they love it. Oh, they love it. They love to hear you call them out their names and tell them how disgusting they look and, you know, how gross they are and bonnets this and this and that. Oh, they love hearing that shit because it's the same shit that they think when they see a black woman come into a grocery store with a bonnet on. It's the same shit they thinking. Like, ugh, is she still in her pajamas? What's on her head? She could have got dressed. Bitch, she is dressed. Do you have micros? Oh, no. Okay. You don't have anything in your head that you need to protect. Black women use bonnets and scarves and things like that to protect their hair. They're not doing it to piss people off. I don't know too many black women that say, oh, let me get up and put on the bonnet so I can go piss everybody off. So I'm going to make people look at me. Nah. Just because I got some shit to do. Let me go run and do this shit real quick so I can get back, get dressed, and get on my way to where I'm supposed to be getting to. I'm about to go get on this flight. Let me put on a bonnet. I don't need to lay on my hair for 4 or 5 hours. I don't need to do that. I don't need... No, I just lay my baby hairs down. I'm not about to fuck my baby hairs up because as soon as we get there, we're going to the club anyway. After we check in Hotel Beach. So they're not doing it to upset people, you know, and shit like that. It's weird. So it's like, if you're going to speak for women, speak in terms to where women can relate, especially if you're going to speak on black women. Speak on something relatable to them. Black women done been fighting for how fucking long just to exist? Talk about that. But when you bring up black women, you want to bring up who they should be targeting. This is who y'all should be disrespecting, another minority. Y'all disrespecting the wrong people. Leave white people alone. They're fine. They're not doing anything to anybody. Go after the Latinas. Why y'all ain't cussing out the Marias and beating up the Marisols and what? Like, you're saying that as a means for them to be enemies. Like, you're not saying that as a means for them to come together. I would rather black and Latino women come together. They have a lot in common. They have a lot in common. There's plenty of black women that date Hispanic men. I know plenty of black girls that love Hispanic men. I know plenty of black men that love Hispanic women. I know plenty of black women that love Hispanic women and plenty of Hispanic women that love black women. There's more that we have in common, you know. So why are we trying to turn them against each other? That doesn't make any sense to me. Besides a whole ass nigga that's tired of the narrative being painted that he constantly disrespects black women, because you do, Mr. Samuels. You do. You constantly disrespect just women in general, but more so black women. You do. You really don't ever really have anything nice to say. It shouldn't take 500 negative comments for you to say 2 positives. And that's how you are. Your platform, you have a hotline of disrespecting black women all day. They are your target. So now you want to switch the target to Latino women? Because that's what it feels like to me now. Now it feels like he wants to switch the target to Latinos. So now he wants to, you know, disrespect the Marisols and the Marias. And, you know, that's what it seems like to me. That he wants to, shout out to Jackie Chan. Thank you for the super sticker. It seems like to me that he just wants to switch that energy because he's tired of people acknowledging him in that way. You know, I mean, you made your bed, lie in it. That's why I said I'm getting tired of you, Stormishas. You know, Storm. Come get your uncle. Stormisha, come get your uncle. I'm tired of hearing about them. They have the most to say about black women. I always want to bring black women up in conversation, but ain't sleeping with none of them. Not a one. And they and it ain't even got to be black women, just women in general. I don't hear no woman's walking around here talking about no Kevin and how Kevin put it down and how Kevin did this and how Kevin did that. I don't hear nothing about Stormisha neither. These the most single, but know the most about black women, motherfuckers I've never seen before in my life. Most black men that had a platform like Kevin Samuels will be fucking females down. Beat the pussy up, beat the pussy up. Most of them done slept with about at least half their audience. They would at least slept with, 4 or 5 of their followers. They ain't slept with nobody. Ain't nobody talking about y'all, but y'all giving advice. Kevin, you giving black women's advice. Ain't penetrating none of them. Ain't poking none of them. But you got all this advice. Where did it come from? I know you're like 100. 200 of dog years. But it's just like, I get it. You old fuck. I get it. But still at the same time, you got all of this advice. But where is it coming from? Besides other people's experience. Kevin Samuels, you a whole ass nigga that go around listening to other black men's experience and pushing it into your own. Absolutely. A very insecure, lame ass nigga is what you are. You ain't no player from the Himalayas. It wasn't females lined up around your block. None of that shit. You are a loser ass nigga that got an identity on social media. Boom. Boy, bye. You loser ass niggas. Stormisha, same thing. A loser your whole beige life. A fucking loser. You got an identity on social media. I've been a bad bitch. I've been that nigga since birth. What you been? Ask about me. The fuck? First or second when it came to choosing. Those was my spots. If I wasn't chose first, I was chose second. It wasn't nothing else. Wasn't no 1 through 5. 1 through 10. You motherfuckers always chose last to play dodgeball and anything ass motherfuckers but got the most to say. Sit your unexperienced ass down somewhere. Lame ass motherfucker. I said, no, these last that chose last at everything. First time y'all have been chose first before in y'all life on social media. Just like you can turn the camera on, you can turn it off. When you turn the camera off, Kevin, very basic. You're a basic old ass black man walking around, ho. Fuck is you talking about? Whenever you get through. I'm a bad bitch. Camera on, camera off. Fuck is you talking about? That nigga. Notice immediately when I walk in the room. 6'4" fucking greatness. The fuck out of here. You're very basic. Now come have a conversation with me, Kevin. Come talk to me, Kevin. Come judge me, Kevin. Give me the same energy you get those females. Your whack ass. Like, look at this old fuck. Yeah, I don't respect no old ass nigga. That's supposed to have respect. And the only time he deems it due is if he sees something that his eye appeals to. Motherfucker, half the people calling in don't even want you. There's no line around your house. Very basic. You would say half the shit you say to these women online to their face. Do a live like this, a live review. Go sit your punk ass down somewhere with your old ass at a venue and invite these same black women. Let's see if it turn out the same way. But you got so much confidence online. You love talking shit. Who was that man that was staying with you? Oh, that's my roommate. You sure? Somebody funny that we get to see a man in your background before we see a woman. Hetero. The fuck out of here. What's T? Jealous of what? Jealous of who? Jealous of where? I've never wanted to build a platform off literally having women come on my platform and me judge them. Read them down. Bonnets, a way of dressing, it's part of our culture. But then you want to sit there and disrespect it, and then you feel like you get to give advice about the culture when you deem fit. Not the motherfucker sitting here trying to educate us on the culture, yet disrespecting the culture every single day. Bonnets is a part of Black culture. Way of dressing, hairstyles, body structure, all of that. If your mama cooked pork chops, chicken, and biscuits and shit your whole life, you're going to be shaped like that. Not everybody was raised on kale salads, Kevin. Not everybody's going to have that frame, Kevin. Black women have always been voluptuous, beautiful bodies. The fuck you think the surgeons get so much money now? Black women. The fuck? Why you think Kylie look how she look? Black women. She wanted to look like the girls that the black guys she keeps dating keep cheating on her with. Doctors should be very thankful to Black women. Born with juicy lips, big breasts, big butts, big thighs, big hips. Some of them got it all at the same time. Some of them just got some of them. Thin waist, big titties, big booty. Thin waist, no titties, but big booty. We Black women are shaped so different. But it's part of our culture. How we eat, how we talk, how we respond, how we deal with certain things. It's part of the culture. But then those same people that were brought up in that culture, you want to get on the line and disrespect them, but act like you're for the culture. No, you're not. I may talk my shit, but I'm always going to be for the culture. Whenever you get through, whenever you get done, Kevin, nobody's scared of you, ho. Ain't nobody jealous of you. Jealous of what? I don't want what you have. What do you have? You're allegedly hetero, sitting there disrespecting heterosexual women all day. The same people you're supposed to be attracted to. What? Weird. Weird. Black women are a part of my audience. Absolutely. They absolutely are. And I treat them with kindness and respect. I can open my panel right now. Anybody come up here, hey, how you doing, sweetie? How are you doing? Blah, blah. I'm not about to disrespect them. I don't give a damn. I don't have people coming, when Black women come on my panel, no fronts, no teeth, nothing. I ain't sitting here dogging them. For what? I don't give a damn. They come up here with a bonnet on. So they got on a bonnet. What about it? Like, you're weird. You're weird. And I'm gay. I'm bisexual. So, I mean, that's the... if anything, I should be the one that over there doing what you're doing. Instead, you over there getting rid of any woman that could ever want you, basically. Let me cuss them all out. Weird. Weird. Okay, Kevin. Okay. Shout out to all the Black women in the building, Latino women, Asian, everybody. Shout out to all the women in the building. Like, girl, bye. So, moving right along. Lil Dirk got engaged, and we don't care. With his bug eye ass, I don't give a flying fuck. Fuck Dirk and India. Like, I guess y'all care. So, shout out to Neighborhood Talk and the people posting it, because I could care less. I really just don't care about some shit that ain't gonna work out. You gotta love when people propose to people just to cheat on them. You gotta love when somebody get married just to keep doing what they already doing. I mean, you gotta love it. Please marry me so I could cheat on you with a ring this time. Gross. So, yeah, we're not gonna make Dirk a good man. Like, no, y'all just saying just because you ain't heard about the bitches he's sleeping with don't mean he ain't sleeping with other bitches. So, moving right along. So, Kim Kardashian thinks it's strange Kanye keeps saying he wants her back when he's living with his girlfriend. So, all this is letting y'all know that Kanye got to put her out in order for Kim to take him serious. That's what I got from it. What y'all think? She basically said, he need to put her out if I don't understand why he keep trying to serenade me with that bitch over there. She needs to leave. And she needs to leave. Okay? I don't want to hear that shit. I don't give no damn about how the fuck you over there singing to me and that bitch is going home with him. So that's basically what Kim is letting it y'all know. I guess she would probably be willing to see Kanye again, but as long as he has a girlfriend, she ain't going. So let's get into Young Miami. Let's get into Carisha, y'all. She was asked about Diddy and sleeping with Diddy and dating Diddy, and she answers. Let's get into it.
Whatever. Did you or are you dating Diddy? Okay, I'm just going to ask you. You can deny, don't answer, whatever. Did you or are you dating Diddy?
No.
Okay. Blanket answer.
Okay.
I would have liked it because I think I would be a great couple together, but I appreciate it. I don't date either.
You just kicked it with Diddy. Made him feel young again.
Okay, I was going to ask you. Deny.
JT. Girl, I know you so sick of Carisha. JT, girl, I know you so sick of Carisha getting all the attention. Ain't you tired of that? Girl, ain't you tired of that? They don't really ever have any questions for your whack ass. JT, you cute and everything, girl. But girl, you're very basic. So JT, ain't you tired of that? Girl, you gotta go sleep with somebody other than gay people. You and your friend, y'all gotta stop sleeping with gay people. And if they is, at least let them have Diddy budget. So Carisha says she was not dating Diddy. Agreed. Yeah, he likes boys. So, I mean, yeah, of course you guys weren't dating gross, like you have vagina. So, yeah, you were definitely arm candy. So, yeah, that's about it. He gave her a couple dollars to sleep with him. What y'all think? I mean, I never thought they were a couple. I mean, a couple of idiots. I mean, I never thought they were, like together. I did think that they were sleeping together. I thought that. But I didn't think that Carisha would be dating Diddy. I don't think Diddy would date someone of the likes of Carisha. Kim Porter, very classy. God rest her soul. But still a very classy woman. Cassie, shout out to her. Beautiful woman, beautiful family with Alex Fine, her husband, gone, Cassie girl. But Cassie's still, classy and whatnot. I just don't see him dating her. Carisha's all over the place. You can take the girl out of the hood, but type of situation. I would have never thought that they were dating. I mean, she does not seem like Diddy's type, if you ask me. Diddy likes a girl that is discreet. Carisha ran and put Diddy in that song. I talk about, budgets and putting a nigga face on her shit. So she ran to talk about Diddy. Like, we all knew that she was talking about Diddy in that song. So I think he likes a girl that's more discreet and whatnot, that you ain't really got to worry about all the business being out there, the secrets and the sex toys and all that weird shit he into. I think he definitely likes somebody more discreet, and Carisha is anything but. She is definitely not discreet. She ain't signing no NDAs and shit. She look at us all as part of what's going on her next album. So yeah, I would not have thought that he would have been dating a Carisha, because she would be saying less. She talks too much. She talks too much. And then when it comes to JT, people don't really have questions for her. People don't really have questions for her. The worst thing JT did was go to jail. That was the worst thing she did, because Act Up and, you know, stuff like that, those songs were still doing really good, you know, at that time. And Carisha was out here by herself. So she was getting sympathy and empathy just for the simple fact that she was doing it alone. You know, although everybody would more so have looked at JT as like the lyricist in the group. So you actually gave Carisha this platform to be the bigger star, if you ask me. So JT can't be mad at nobody but her lying, scamming ass. You shouldn't have been stealing people's credit cards and shit. You're bad. You're bad. Because your claim to fame right now is Lil Uzi. Like Carisha, I mean, JT, you really don't have anything going on. You don't have anything truly established. These rumors keep coming up about you and Carisha maybe splitting up and the City Girls being no more, which would be very bad for you. Because Carisha does have a star quality about her. She does. People like her. She's funny. You know, she has a lot of friends, and y'all friends are different. Not everybody she cool with, you cool with. A lot of the parties and places that you've been invited have been more so up because of Carisha. It's not because of you, JT. People don't really deal with you like that. I do think people are interested, but more so interested with the group. They're not interested in you alone, JT. They're not, because you don't give the people much. You found you a gay dude with a little money, so you're hiding behind that, letting that be. That should be your, to me, that should be your safety nest, not something that you were just, you know. I don't really even need to be out here doing all of this stuff because I'm with Uzi. Okay, but what if Uzi says bye-bye? Then you're going to be pushing Carisha to get back in the studio and all of that shit. Okay, no. Ride this wave while you can ride it, girl. Because the City Girls will not be forever. Like, this isn't a permanent thing. I like both of these girls, but y'all are low-key trash. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all got a cute song or two, but that's why y'all always left out of the conversation, because people don't take y'all seriously. Just keep it real. So our last topic before we go over to Station Head. So Summer Walker accuses London on the trick of making a child sleep on foldable bed. Daughter came back with bruise. Came back with a bruise, right? And she's showing the picture, or there's a little picture right here of the bruise, whatever, right? So she says, wish you would just go. We don't need you. She has a real father over here. We be the ones sleep deprived, taking care of her while you out doing whatever. Just go live or go live your life. My fault. You don't even have to keep fake kicking it with her, because I'm not cool with all that popping and popping out BS. You leave me when I'm pregnant, pop in when she's born, literally leave a couple days after she is born, pop in when you feel like it, pop out, pop in, pop out, take your popcorn cornball head ass on somewhere, is what she says. My fault. This is what I was just reading. So, Summer Walker, Ghetto Walker, girl. Once again, very unnecessary. London on the Track posted, thank God for stepdads. He posted that after she posted this, basically, Summer. So you're letting us know that you are still in love with London on the Track. It's like every time you open your mouth, if the bitter baby mama was a person, it would be you. Literally. You still want London. You absolutely do. As long as your daughter is safe, kids fall. If you raise a kid, you could set the baby down and then boom. They just, accidents happen. London has other children. None of the other parents have stated anything about any abuse or neglect or anything like that. And I don't even like London on Track like that. But still, at the same time, like as a father, I don't like when people do this. There are a lot of men that get women pregnant and walk away. Look at everything Tristan Thompson takes his baby mamas through. talking about some, I don't want nothing to do with the baby and all of that. If you want, you know, I'm not gonna have no dealings. You know, you can have a child, but I'm still ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. You know, you got people going through stuff like that. And you have a man that is in your life that is still willing to take care of his child. And it's not like London ain't busy, but that's still no excuse. But it's not like he's just a literal deadbeat sitting around doing nothing and, you know, doesn't want anything to do with your kid. He clearly does. He wants to raise his kid. His kid was with him. He brought the kid back to you, breathing, safe, just fine. So there's no reason to do all of these things. If I was the man that was in your life, this stepfather, you're not married. I don't understand why you're saying that he's this man that you're dating is the stepfather to your child, because he isn't. He isn't. You're not married. There's no commitment. You didn't even have one from London. Why do you feel like you have one from him? I find that weird. The man that you are with is not obligated to take care of your baby, but London is. So that's what you should focus on that. Focus on that, because you're the type of bitch that if he does walk away because you keep saying just go live your life, he does do that, then you're going to make a third album about him with your stalking ass. Then that's going to be album 3. Ain't want nothing to do with the baby. That's going to be the next. So it's just like, yeah, don't do that. Be careful what you wish for, because you just may get it. So don't push this man out of this baby's life, because it's not your fucking decision. If your child grows to decide that she does not want anything to do with her father, and this stepdaddy is still around, then maybe he'll adopt her and whatnot, and y'all can go from there. But it's your daughter's decision. It doesn't belong to you. You done already fucked up by putting a nigga in her life with multiple children, multiple obligations. You did that. London didn't force no baby inside of you. You knew what you were getting into, Summer, while you were laid up with this nigga. But now that he's not meeting your expectations, now all of a sudden he's the problem. No, you're the problem. You're the problem. You chose for him to be your child's father. A decision was made. You made that decision. When you stop using protection, birth control, all of that. Because all of this could have been prevented. Because it looks more so if you're regretful of the child instead of the father. Because if I was your nigga, I would be upset with you writing stuff like this about that man. Because it makes it seem as if it's influenced through me. And it's not. You can ask my kid's mom. I did the same thing. I never disrespected my son that I adopted. I didn't disrespect his father. I didn't do that. I didn't want him in and out of my son's life. You're either going to be here or you're not. That was my situation with it. But I didn't try to get in between their relationship, God rest his soul, while he was living. I didn't try to get in that relationship because it's not my decision. I love my son enough to let him make this decision. If he wants to deal with this man, there's nothing that I can do about it. If he keeps breaking his heart and letting him down and things like that, I'm not going to look at it as in you need to go away because you're not doing. No, that's your relationship. It's my job to make sure that I'm being the best parent to my son. So that's what I did. I stayed out of it. It's not for me to do. I don't want my son to regret not having a relationship with his father because I influenced it. No, that needs to be a decision he makes. If he decides he don't want to be involved with his dad because his dad ain't doing what he's supposed to do, he keeps lying to him, not meeting certain expectations that he's setting out, that's between them. But he's not going to keep doing it. I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to make him practice what he's over there preaching. If you say my son is supposed to meet you at 3, you got till 3:30. If you are not there at 3:30, we're going home. It is what it is. I'm about to go put his mind on something else. Take his mind off of being let down by your ass. But I'm not going to badmouth. I never badmouthed his father to him. I never disrespected his father. I never did any of those things. It wasn't for me to do because it wasn't going to help anything. It was just going to make things worse. And that baby loves London. Why try to get in between that? You can't push your hatred on the baby because you hate London. You don't want anything to do with London. You feel like London is a piece of shit. You feel like London is this and London is that. You sit here talking about some left me while I was pregnant. How old is your baby? Girl, that's over with. You're dwelling on the past. Stop dwelling. That shit is done. He can't come back into the pregnancy. The baby's born. That's the past. You got to just let it be that. It sounds as if you're not over London. You have a problem with how your baby is over. You don't know how you know your baby on a fold up bed, slept on a fold up. You don't know none of that shit. You're just mad that you're not over there while the baby's over there. Because that's what you want in your heart to heart. You don't want to be with that nigga you with. That's called a rebound. You don't want to be with him. You want to be with London. That's all that show. You're playing yourself. You're not playing London. You're not making London look stupid. You're making yourself look stupid by putting your business in the street. This ain't got nothing to do with us. This ain't got nothing to do with it. Nothing. Nothing. If London's not a good father, you're bad. You should have thought about that while you were laid up, smirking at the other baby mamas, defending him while the other baby mamas had these same complaints. You defended him while all of that was happening. That's why you have to be careful what you wish for, because you just may get it. You thought you were special. Psych. What you thought because you was the only celebrity out of his baby mamas that he wasn't going to do you how he did them? A human being is a human being. You ain't nobody. You couldn't have been. Because if you were, why are you getting the same treatment? The same treatment. And the treatment isn't the issue. The treatment is that you can't be with London. Because what's going on in his household, as long as your baby is being fed, as long as she's not in extremely like nasty or a filthy house or anything like that, as long as the house is clean, ain't nobody over there hurting her or doing anything to her, or him just leaving her with other people and stuff like that, girl, you should have no complaints. You don't know what's going on over there because you're not there. You want him to go away, but you cussing him out in the same intimate. If you want him to go away, just simply say that. Just say, I want you to go away. Why does it have to be you left me while I was pregnant and all that? Girl, the baby's born. All of that's over. Are you going to talk about the girls he allegedly cheated on you with too? Like, what does that have to do with your baby allegedly sleeping on a foldable bed? What does that have to do with anything? She went on the floor. That's what I would have cared about. What the fuck my baby doing on the floor when you own a Maserati? Now that I would understand. Every time you drop your baby off and you pick her up, you picking her up from somebody instead of picking her up from him. That I can understand being a problem too. I'm bringing my baby up here so she can spend time with her father. I'm not dropping her off so she can hang out with your mom. And if so, y'all do that together. Stop giving my baby to her. Because I can just give her to her. If you ain't going to be here, if you so busy, she could stay with me. She don't have to be over here. That I would understand. That's a legitimate complaint. You're not complaining about London not being around the baby. You're complaining about the baby allegedly sleeping in a foldable bed. Very basic. Very basic. And also very none of our business. None of our business. And then she be the first, she's the type of bitch that say, stay out my business. We'll stop putting us in it. How I know your baby was just allegedly laying on a foldable bed? That ain't nothing for me to know. I don't know where Sierra kids slept at. I don't know where Beyonce kids sleep at because it ain't none of my fucking business and they also ain't telling us. Like, girl, get it together and keep that man out of it. Keep him out of it. That's some very basic shit to be sitting there trying to add a man in over the father. Now, if he is non-existent, if he is not present, and this man has stepped up and is willing to take care of your baby, look at it as a blessing. Because you're the type of bitch that if you break up with this dude that you with right now, you would still be talking shit about him too. Oh, you said you was going to do this, and you said you promised us this, and you promised my baby that. Why is he promising your baby any fucking thing? Girl, you're trash. Where's your family? Where's the people that care about you? Because you're very ignorant. And it makes me worry about the child altogether. It makes me worry about the child when a child with you, that you would just bring this nigga around this baby, this basically not newborn, but you know, young baby, and bring this man around this baby already. You still getting to know your baby. Predators come in all shapes and sizes, girl. You don't know somebody until you know them. You don't know what they're capable of until they do it. It's a higher percentage of a stepdad coming in touching on your damn daughter than her father. And you talking about some you sleep deprived, he sleep deprived. What the fuck is he waking up with your baby for anyway, dummy? Goofy. Shit, I'm married and my husband barely do anything for my kids. And not because he don't want to. He absolutely does. I cook after and clean up after them, make sure they bathe, clothe. I do all of that when they're here with us. That ain't for him to do. If my baby wake up in the middle of the night, my son don't feel good, and my daughter, I'm getting up. No, you lay down, baby. I got this. I got it. Now, if you want to come give me a little break and be like, oh, okay, well, you've been up for the last 4 or 5 hours, go lay down for a little bit. Like I sit out here with him. I sit out here with her. That okay. Fine. All right, I'll go lay down for a little bit. But if you need anything, you come right and wake me up. So I'm getting a little nap. What the fuck is he doing up with your baby for anyway? I hope he ain't changing her diapers. He don't need to be doing none of that shit. That's what a mama or the daddy to be doing. And I don't even have babies. All my youngest is about to be 10. But you best believe when I was dating, wasn't nobody even allowed to be around my kids. My spouse didn't, before we started, we got into a serious relationship, he didn't even know I had kids until like 6 months into the relationship. It ain't his business. And most people hear kids, they feel like, oh, I got to take it. No, you don't. The best way to show somebody that they don't have to do something is by doing just that, showing them. So he ain't never had to babysit, none of that shit. I take care of mine. I don't know about you, but I take care of mine. And in those 6 months, we got to get to know each other. Yeah, there's times I would have to abruptly leave. If it's something going on with my motherfucking kids, I'm going where my children at. But he didn't know that that's where I was going. I need to know you in this relationship for me. Because me and my children are a package deal. So get to know me before you try to get to know them. You might not even like me. And I'm not for that temporary shit. I don't want my kids to have a bond with somebody that doesn't work out. Because then you have to explain that to them. But most of y'all don't do that. Most of you summer walkers, y'all don't do that. Y'all don't feel like y'all have to explain it. Y'all just break up and then on to the next nigga. It affects your children. I'd rather my kids never meet this individual than to meet them for them to walk away anyway. What was the point of introducing them? What was the point? Doesn't even make sense. Like, girl, no. Give it time. You have a very young daughter. She'll need to be around this grown-ass man. I'm not saying he is doing anything to her, but I'm just saying. This is how shit happens. Especially when a person feels entitled. They know where you sleep. They know where your baby sleep. Girl, bye. And she think that shit cute. Girl, that shit ain't cute. You sit over here with this 3-4 month ass nigga. You've been sitting over here chilling and talking about you want the biological father, somebody you actually know. You know London on the track. You know he ain't gonna hurt his kids or nothing like that. Why did you have some with? Why would you have one with him? If you feel like he was even capable of these things. I know he didn't do nothing to your baby because if he did, you wouldn't want your baby to go back. You're telling him to go away. That baby gonna go right back over there. Because it's him you want. That's who you want. You don't want that nigga you land with. He's called a rebound. And hopefully he got his eyes open. Because that's red flags everywhere. You got so much smoke and so much energy for this nigga. For what? Why are you still talking about pregnancies and shit? The baby's born. She's here. She's thriving. That's what we need to focus on. We need to worry about none of that shit. Fuck him. Like, girl. Worry about the relationship between him and your daughter. That's it. Y'all, the relationship is null and void. There ain't nothing for you to worry about. But when it comes to him being a father, you should want that. I did. I wanted my son that I adopted. I wanted his father to be in his life because that's his father. That's how you get to know your roots. You know his mama. Why he don't get to know his dad? You know, it's that simple. But I wasn't trying to, because I didn't think that his dad was the best person for him to be around. But I had to let things take its course. Because that's me giving my energy, because I don't care for this individual. I'm pushing my energy onto my child now. That's why it's not good to speak ill of the parent. I will go cuss my kid's mom out. Me and her, we'll get straight into it, but we left the kids out of it. But I'm not sitting over here disrespecting her in front of my children, especially. It affects them. And it's the same thing if she do it to me. If you're disrespecting me in front of them, they may not say anything, but it affects them. It bothers them. They don't like it because they love their dad, just like they love their mom. So they ain't gonna want to hear that. And then it's somebody that they love that's bad mouthing and disrespecting somebody else that they love. Like, that's not cool. Now you're adding the child into it, and that's not a good place for them to be. My dad, somebody I love, is sitting here dogging my mom, somebody else that I love, and vice versa. So that's not cool. On either part, it's not okay for London to be disrespecting Summer, and it's not okay for Summer to be disrespecting London. It's not okay. Handle that shit in private. And if you can't do it in private, then that means that it doesn't need to happen at all. Just let it go. Summer ran that nigga up in there. They just questioned Summer before we get out of here. Because we about to go on station. Give me like 10 minutes and then we'll be on station then. They questioned Summer Walker and said, what can't you live without? She said, dick. I can't live without my kids. I just don't see myself being able to. I just love them way too much. They're literally my lifeline. So you say dick over your child? So you can live without your kid, but you can't live without what creates them. I knew all I needed to know then. That's why I said I side-eye Summer. Because you definitely should have said it's your damn daughter. I see if her daughter wasn't born. This was a question back in the day. No, this was from this year. Her daughter's very much born. Crawling, damn near walking around already. She didn't say her child. She didn't say family. She didn't say food. She didn't say water. She said dick. Now that shit would have been cute for somebody that doesn't have children, you know, or something to say. Like if JT said that shit, okay. She ain't got no kids or nothing. Hey, it is what it is. But you sitting here a whole mother talking about some, I could live without a lot of things, including my kid. But one thing I can't live without is penis. Okay. Okay, girl. I was side-eyeing her since then. I'm just like, yeah, that's weird. Because you got a whole daughter. Like, you would think it would be that. But I guess she's completely fine, you know, with living without her kid. You know, especially. That's why I said, like, do you want your kid? Do you want... Because, you know, London to keep her. You know, he already got custody of one of his kids, his sons. You know, so, you know, London, you know, if you truly don't... If you want to live over there with that broke-ass nigga that's dicking you down, you know, because that's all he's worth. That's all he's worth. He should be out there working and getting money while he's sitting there sleep deprived with you, helping you raise your baby. and then something happens to your baby, God forbid, you just have a female that'll believe the man over your child. There's a lot of mothers out there that's like that, whose daughters came to them and told them what has happened to them. And they have more love for the man than they do their own damn daughter, and will side with the man over their daughter. That's what Summer's giving. That's what she's giving. Hair flip. So I love you all. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Thank you all for the super chats and all of the support. I love you guys so much. You guys are so wonderful. We're about to go on Station Head in about 10 minutes. So I will see you guys over there in just a little bit. Thank you once again for supporting me. And until the next show. Bye. I started over. Lord. Yeah. Hair flip. Yeah, I'm a badass bitch. I don't like it. Hair flip. Yeah. Oh my God. So you guys should be happy. Oh my goodness. Hair flip. But anyways, hair flip. Hair flipping on these hoes. Hi.